Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're going to discuss the Black Aces Tactical Bullpup 12 gauge. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. So today we're going to take a tabletop look at the Black Aces Tactical FD12. This is going to be a straight tabletop unboxing kind of style review. Reason is I have not had a chance to get this to the range yet, but based on my research, it does do well, and that's why I purchased it. Part of the reason I purchased it, I'm starting to kind of narrow down my searches of what to buy after the 2021 election, and this was on the short list. I think that they're going to come after some of this type stuff potentially, and I wanted to kind of shorten that list to tighten up and buy some things that I think is going to be harder to get, or prices are going to get really crazy on some of this stuff. If you're searching around, found this video, you've probably already looked around at a bunch of bullpup shotguns. They're everywhere, and you're probably a little confused like I was in some regard. And the reason is because there's so many out there in so many different configurations, and what magazines fit what and what brands, and they've changed the name, but it looks the same, and it's just kind of crazy, to be honest with you. There's so many people doing these, and they all kind of look similar. And I think that's confusing to some people, and the magazine situation's a little confusing and all that. So I'm going to kind of talk about this one and why I purchased it. A lot of these companies, I think they're strictly importer only, and they're no real true U.S. customer service based type situation. Black Aces Tactical was one of those companies that kind of was a standalone company here in the U.S., even though these are imported shotguns, and that's kind of what they specialize in. They do support the shotgun. I think this one even has a limited lifetime warranty or something, but again, if a company goes out of business, lifetime warranties don't matter. But at least I felt comfortable knowing that they possibly are going to be around for a while. It's part of the reason I purchased this one. This is going to be kind of a range toy at best. It is not going to be used for serious work or anything. It's just not what I would use. When you get the package, it's going to come in this nice hard case. You're going to get two 5-round magazines. You're going to get a forward grip. This right here is very Magpul-ish kind of look and feel. It does have their logo in it, Black Aces Tactical. And you're going to get this box here with choke tubes. You get 3 choke tubes. And the choke tube wrench. Nice little case there. Nice instruction manual. Very, very well thought out. Very professional looking. And gives all the information about the shotgun and the do's and don'ts. This case here is branded. I'll show you that real quick. It's got the nice Black Aces Tactical logo right there. So that's kind of a neat little touch and so forth. But the magazines, we'll discuss that real quick because it's a little confusing. So this one comes with 2 5-round magazines. You can get 10-round magazines for it and a 20-round magazine, which is like ridiculous. I bought one just to have. And we'll discuss kind of why I bought that kind of stuff later in some other videos. But because I think they're going to come after this stuff, guys. These 10-rounders, big magazines, of course, drum magazines. This one does fit drum magazine, and I will show you that here in a minute. This one uses the 1919 family of magazines. So don't get confused and think that your Sega magazines or something like that are going to fit this. They are not. So you have to be specific when you're looking. And ask the retailer maybe which magazine specific, because a lot of times in this kind of environment, a lot of times you're buying the shotgun and before they get it shipped, you're already trying to order magazines before they get sold out or the prices gets crazy. So just be careful with that. Make sure you're ordering the right magazine specific for the shotgun you're buying, because some of these do carry a different, one more style of magazine. There's Sega style, like the AK. There's this one, 1919, and there's one more, and I can't remember the name of it, but they don't work on this shotgun, by the way, so you just got to be careful of that. So this one in particular has a lot of features and a lot of everything. So I'll go over real quick some of the features and discuss a couple little things real quick. I'm on their website. So just FYI, they have a bunch of different variations of colors and styles when it comes to the actual look, with different camo patterns, red and green and blue and everything else. Obviously, I kind of just went with the black. This is a 12 gauge, obviously. Cycles both in light, heavy loads. 18.5-inch barrel, 28 inches overall. That's the cool thing about a bullpup. So what is a bullpup? A bullpup is when they take the action of the rifle, shotgun, whatever it is, and they move it to the rear behind the trigger assembly. So that's what causes this. So you're able to get 18.5 inches of barrel, but have a real short package. Again, 28 inches, I think, overall length. You're only gaining about a little less than 10 inches with an 18.5-inch barrel, the overall package. So I'm just sitting here looking real quick if there's anything I want to tell you guys. So you can get this one right or left-handed. This one is the right-hand version. And the only difference in the right or left hand is where the ejection port is. This ejection port is not reversible. You cannot change it to the other side. This one you have to buy specific. And if I had to guess, guys, the left-handed ones are going to be real hard to find this day and time. So you may be stuck, if you can find one of these, buying a right-handed. With that said, I will say this. Out of all the bullpups I've seen, this one has a pretty pronounced guard here to keep the shells kind of going out at a, not up or anything. So you might get away with it, but I'm not going to promise that. So a lot of features packed into this package here. You've got your sling point attachments here. You've got this butt pad is okay at best. It's not great. So I don't know how his recoil mitigation is going to do. And the problem with something like this is you can't really find like a limb saver or something to fit over that to help with that. So recoil is going to be what it is because of that. Ambidextrous magazine release, ambidextrous safety. It does have Picatinny rails on the bottom, on both sides, and on the top. This top portion is all aluminum. This bottom portion is polymer, so it is a combination of both for this particular one here. I've just thrown on some accessories to show you guys what it's about. It does come with this pistol grip, but I've added this Magpul angled foregrip instead. Just some flip-up, basic cheap flip-up sights I threw on here just to kind of show you guys what that's about. And then a flashlight. I've thrown on a little cheap laser just to kind of show you some stuff, what can be added if you can kind of show you what it would look like added to the shotgun itself. Now, this pistol grip is removable, and most AR-15 style grips will fit this. The issue at hand with this, if you're not careful, the screw and the portion that holds the screw in is not captured. So once you unloosen this, it's going to fall down inside the receiver. So just keep that in mind. Don't think you can just undo this and it's threaded similar to an AR. It is not. It has actually got like a little nut that goes on the back side. I don't really like that design. I wish they would have done something a little different with that to make this change out easier. This one is very grippy. It does have the finger groove. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm probably going to look at changing that in the near future to something else. So let's take a look at the other side here. Charging handle. The charging handle is reversible to the left or right side, which is pretty cool. I like it on the left side, so it's easier. I can still hold the shotgun with my firing hand and be able to manipulate the bolt. This is a reciprocating bolt, so it does move to the rear every time it is shot. So keep in mind where your fingers are and all that when you pull the trigger, because it can cause you some problems. The takedown is not difficult, but it's not easy either. So I will link in the section below. There's plenty of people that has done some tabletop reviews and showing how to take this apart. I'll try linking to those to make it easier for you guys to find. Drum magazines. A lot of people want to know, will it accept drum magazines? The answer is yes. But it is kind of unwielding with this drum magazine. Now, they make this is a 20 rounder. They make a 12 round drum that is smaller. The issue I find is, here's 10 rounds. Do you really want a 12 round drum? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It looks cool with a drum on it, obviously, but it's kind of unwielding. You really, when you're grabbing hold of it, you don't have a lot of space to hold the grip itself and get your arm around the drum. So it's a little weird, to be honest with you. The reason I bought it is just to say I have one. Probably not going to use it a whole lot, to be honest with you. Just because it's kind of unwielding. But, again, they're going to come after this type stuff. They've already said it. So drum magazines, high-capacity magazines, as they call them. We call them standard capacity because that's what the gun called for. But either way, Neat little gun. I'm going to probably try doing a range report either at the range, or I'll do kind of an after-action range report just to let you know my thoughts on it. One of the things I will tell you about any semi-automatic shotgun, especially these in particular from Turkey and so forth, you're probably going to need to do some type of break-in period. Take it apart, clean it good, because the oil you see on here is manufacturing oil. It is not gun oil. So that is not really conducive to, it's just because when they mill things out, they use it, and then they're packaging it when they keep things from rusting, they use this, it's manufacturing oil. Don't use that. Go back and clean it up. Put you some good oil, good gun oil in it. But a break-in period, 50 to 200 roundish, usually using 1350 FPS or higher. That high brass, some people call that, but you just have to look at the velocities, making sure you're breaking this in correctly. It does say that it will accept high and low velocity ammo and function correctly, so that's yet to be seen by me at least, that I need to go out and try that in theory and see if it works. I'm okay with higher brass stuff. The cheap stuff, it's great for just kind of making a bunch of noise, but it does, it's birdshot. So it's not like you're going to do a lot of damage with it or anything like that. But it's okay to shoot, I guess. And I've got plenty of it, so we'll see. But as soon as I know that I can replace some of this ammo that I'm going to be shooting, testing some of these guns, then I'll go do all that. But, like I said, I'm not going to use this for serious work if I would need it in the meantime, so there's no real need at the moment to hurry and figure out if this thing works properly or not, or the bugs that I need to work out of it. Most all these things might have a few things you need to adjust or fix or, kind of make right to get them to function correctly. But even some of the higher end shotguns are the same way in the semi-automatic style shotguns. Anyway, guys, just kind of wanted to briefly talk about the Black Aces Tactical FD12. If you're looking for a cool-looking bullpup shotgun, I think this right here would be one to look at. Out of all of them, they're going to run anyway. And I hate to quote prices this day and time. Anywhere from $600 to call it $1,200, and I literally mean the swings are that big. Depends on what retailer you're at, but probably a good average is probably $700 to $800 for this. I think average retail is supposed to be $599. A lot of people have bumped that up to $699, $799 to $899 kind of prices. But they're out there. Just be careful buying these bullpups or any of these import shotguns. Try buying from reputable companies that you feel like it's going to be around a while. And that would kind of be my suggestion, because there are some out there that are just kind of really no-name. I'd never heard of them at all, and only limited amount of vendors were even carrying them and things like that. But Black Aces Tactical looks like a pretty legit company to me, with good warranties and somewhat, good-looking website. They're based out of Longwood, Florida, so hopefully they'll be around for a while, even if they come under some heavy scrutiny and restrictions from this past election. Anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any experience with the Black Aces Tactical or another brand of bullpup that you've had good success with, share that with us. That's always helpful. If you would like our channel, like our videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell out beside of it. Adjust your when you receive the videos, or how you receive the videos. Make sure you adjust that, because a lot of people hit the bell and they forget to do that, and next thing you know, they're not getting the videos as we produce them. Anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, post those below. As always, like, share, and subscribe.